And so that's when I started to think about how can I help individuals? And
Mhm.
this is when therapy really started to show up in my life. Because I was working at domestic violence shelters, I was
Oh.
working at substance abuse treatment centers. And so I was in the field,
Mhm.
but there wasn't a lot that I could do individually. And so being a therapist
Yeah.
really opened up the doors for me on that.
It gives you the opportunity to dig. Yes, and not
Yes.
just be present. Because when you're serving, you're able to have conversations, but they're not there for that, so you can't be there for that. But when you're a
Mhm.
therapist and they come to you, then you're able to ask the tough questions.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, because a lot of people do have I worked with someone who had a relationship with their father like that, and I do want to go back to that.
Yeah.
How did you approach that? I know you had the courage from being a therapist, but what would you say to someone who has a relationship with a parent or a sibling that has gone on for years? How do you
Yeah.
even start a conversation? Or how do you know they're ready? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? How do you build up the courage and then make that first phone call?
Yeah, well, I would say to start, you have to be in a position where you're ready to handle one, the truth, and two, you're ready to risk being rejected. And a
Absolutely.
lot of us aren't. Like that that's why hard conversations are so hard
Mhm.
because the minute you opened up, there is the risk that that person might say, "I don't care," or
Mm.
I did what I did because I did it, right?
Mhm.
And kind of have that perspective and it crumbles you
Mhm.
and it hurts and then it makes you not want to be vulnerable next. So I think for me it's I had to do all of the work
Mm.
that relationship and just all my my past relationships, like all the effects that it had on me, I had to do the work.
Mhm.
And once I felt strong to be like, all right, well, if my dad just shuts me down or if he avoids the conversation, I'm okay with that. Like
Yeah.
I would be at peace just knowing that I tried.
Yes.
And and after I did the work, I actually just started connecting with my dad before I opened up the hard conversations.